Welcome back to Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon. Last time we completed Chapter 6, so logically we're moving on to Chapter 7. Wait, what? So, welcome to Chapter 6X. This is the first of the so-called Gaiden chapters that are present in many Fire Emblem games. Gaiden just meaning side story. These didn't exist in the original Shadow Dragon, they were added to the remake for a specific purpose, that purpose being to add opportunities to recruit new characters that weren't in the original game. Sounds great, right? Well, there's a catch. Normally the game only takes you to these chapters if your army has 15 or fewer members, counting Marth. We currently have 26. We'd need to either miss recruiting a lot of the optional people, or purposely kill off a hell of a lot of dudes up until this point, or both to be down to that number. This is why Shadow Dragon's Gaiden chapters were controversial when the game first released. Their bizarre requirements for unlocking seem to imply that they're meant to restock your army's numbers if you're doing badly at the game. But there are only 4 of these spread throughout the game, not nearly enough to balance out how many dead units are required to unlock them. And for people who are playing through just to see the optional chapters, read the story, and use the units that come from them, you have to go through a ridiculous ritual of sending a ton of units to die and be the worst tactician ever, completely immersion-breaking and out of character for Marth. I can't even begin to imagine what they were thinking when they came up with this system. The one silver lining is that they realized their mistake for the remake of Marth's other game, New Mystery of the Emblem. The official canon for that game is that nobody died during the events of this game, because every character returns in some form or another. However, that includes the Gaiden chapter characters, who are all mentioned to have helped fight alongside Marth in the events of this game. So it's either a time paradox or a severe case of retconning and gameplay and story segregation. Not a perfect solution to the problem, but probably the best way they could have recovered from the severe blunder they made with the Gaiden chapters in this game. Now for the elephant in the room. I haven't lost any units, obviously. This is the same save file as playing the previous chapter, and everyone's still here. How did I unlock it? Well, the answer is quite simple.
You cheated! Exactly.
Some fine folks online who agree that the Gaiden chapters in this game are stupid created a patch for the game that overrides the army size requirements. Now, you could say that the availability of additional chapters with more enemies to kill and more experience overall throws off the intended balance of the game when I play it like this, to which I say, it's normal mode, it's not going to be very hard to begin with. And if we're going by the actual story of the remade Marth saga, playing with this patch is as close to the way things officially happened as we can get. Anyway, my preparations are done in advance, as usual, but there are a couple things I wanted to show on screen. The first is using the Seraph robe on Sita, like I said I would. That increases her max health by 7, up to a total of 27, and that should make her a little less squishy on the front lines. And the other thing is selling the bullion. Not with you, I think I have it on Rickard. Damn, Rickon, get out of my head. 10,000 gold, and that's the smallest version of the bullion in the game. There are bigger versions that are worth even more, so you can see how important it is to grab those for all the money that we need. Alright, let's get into it. I'm very happy that I'm not doing voiceovers for these cutscenes because that would have been impossible to read without screwing up. If you couldn't guess already, the woman in that dialogue, Athena, is our designated recruit for this chapter. It kind of implies that there's a turn limit to get Marth over there before she'll start taking matters into her own hands and fighting on her own, but there isn't. You can take as long as you want. There aren't even thieves threatening the village, making this chapter pretty much a non-issue all around. When I said last chapter was the final easy chapter, I actually completely forgot that we were going to this one. I mean, obviously I meant it was the final easy whole number chapter, not counting the Gaiden chapters. Yeah, let's go with that. What else is there on this map? Mercenaries, pirates, a couple of archers and mages, an overall sense of pointlessness and disappointment. No interesting weapons besides a couple mercs with armor slayers, no reinforcements, no challenge, nothing. These chapters aren't actually that great, to be honest. We can pretty much just throw everybody forward and kind of brute force the map. I say that and then I'm probably going to get somebody killed, but we'll see. Foot units being too slow to do anything? What else is new? It's a good chapter to train up Hardin's sword rank on. It's the only time we've seen people with axes in a while. He'll use that silver sword if it's the last thing I do. Eh. Alright, who's first? I really feel like they could have done this chapter differently. I mean, after we've actually fought the main army of the Dolar and all those bad guys up until this point, it just feels really anticlimactic to be going back to fighting bandits and pirates. I don't know, it just feels like we're better than that at this point. I mean, it didn't have to be pirates at this point. Like, it really could have been anything. They could have been a squadron of elite soldiers that we need to go take out before they cause too many problems in the countryside. It could be anything besides just more pirates, the same type of enemy that we've seen since Chapter 1 of the game. You can see Lena's healing range is actually the entire map at this point because she has the physics staff, so she can heal anybody from anywhere. Yeah, can't really demonstrate it here. Well, if there's one thing Kane needs, it's speed. Just can't reach that archer, that's kind of annoying. Gotta send Marth upward so we can get to the village before he goes down to the castle. Typical stuff. You know the drill at this point. Alright, Hardin. Let's get you that sword rank. Think Sita needs any help down here? Maybe. We'll bring Merrick and Wolf, sure, why not? And, I mean, I want to bring Lena up so that maybe she can get some heals on people, but she, like, it doesn't matter. Like, I didn't even need to bring all these guys. Most of them are going to do nothing this whole map. I might not even bother moving them. Let's see. Oh no, the mage destroyed the village! Oh wait, he's not a thief, he can't do that. It's not a bad idea to train up Hardin's lance rank either, but because I'm planning on having him use a lance that requires A rank in the future, but he's just definitely going to hit that threshold. It's not even a question. Let's see, how much danger is she in? If I put her here. None if she successfully takes out the archer, which she can do very easily. But just in case. See, that would have one-shotted her before she got the, Seraph Robe. Hmm. 16 damage, 14. No, Hardin won't die if he gets hit. Sorry I'm not saying much, but there's just not much to say about this chapter. It's just really easy and boring. Almost capped speed, just one more point. Alright, finally something. So here's Athena, the Myrmidon from Russia, or whatever the equivalent of Russia is in Arcanea. Whatever, she's foreign and she talks funny, that's all you need to know about her. Remember Navarre, the edgy guy we recruited like 3 chapters ago? Athena's the same as him, except she has higher base stats all around except for luck, slightly worse HP, strength, and luck growths, and she doesn't come with a free killing edge. Athena's an okay replacement sword user if Navarre is dead, I guess. Wait, then you just use Ogma like I've been doing, and my Navarre is alive. Well, let me rephrase. Athena's an okay replacement sword user if your Navarre and Ogma are both dead. Wait, the countless cavaliers you get up to this point can use swords just as well, while also having access to an additional weapon type and more movement. Athena exists. Enjoy her while she's here, because we're never going to see her again. Can you reach, Harden? Yep. Time to kill the boss. He forgot his hand axe at home, so you know what that means. He's basically already dead. It's gonna take a while, though. Yeah. It's gonna take a while. Let's see if we can kill him before Marth gets down here. I guess bringing the mages over helped with that. No. What an interesting and thought-provoking boss fight. And chapter as a whole, come to think of it. Come on, Marth. You can do it. Oh my god, Athena, you literally didn't move in that last battle. No, it won't. So yeah, that was chapter 6X. Imagine killing off 14 characters and your reward is being allowed to play this chapter. I'm depressed. I'm gonna go lay down. See you guys next time when we actually play the game.